पुंदार्विक गिरिधारी शिशि राधा विनोद बिहारी जू की जय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जू की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद अशतर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोसाई महाराज श्रील गुरुदेव की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद अशतर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत वामन गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद अशतर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद अशतर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद अशतर शत शिशिमार भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद अशतर शत शिशिमार भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु महाभगवत श्री गोरक्षरदास बाबूजी महाराज की जय। नित्याल्लभ विश्व श्री सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबूजी महाराज की जय। श्री रूपानुगौर्य गुरु वर्ग की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद श्री भक्तिवेदांत भक्ति विज्ञान भारती गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद श्रील भक्ति श्रील भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद श्रील भक्ति दायित माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद श्रील भक्ति ब्रह्मपुरी गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद श्रील भक्ति रक्षक श्रीधर गोसाई महाराज की जय। Shri, all the associates of Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, all the disciples and followers of those associates ki jai. Jai Srila Baladev Vijabhushan Prabhu ki jai, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur ki jai, Shri Narottam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Trai ki jai, Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Gosai Pad ki jai, Shri Rup Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jeev Gopal Bhattadas Gunath Sharda Gosai Prabhu ki jai, Shri Surup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrind ki jai, Naam Acharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrind ki jai, Shri Kshetra Mandala Gaura Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Sarva Abhishta Vedanta Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund ki jai, Shri Yamuna Devi Ganga Devi ki jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai, Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai, Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya ki jai, Shri Gopishwar Mahadev ki jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. I'm just looking at the calendar really quickly. Okay. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shinitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo.
Prabhuji, you have your mic with you?
I don't, unfortunately. No.
That's why.
I suddenly last minute came to Navadip late last night, and it was kind of a rush thing, and I forgot my mic.
Oh,
So,
okay. All
sorry
right.
about that.
That's okay.
Okay, so we'll do the Mangala Charan and then begin. Where is this? Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Tividito Gaudiya Gurvanvaye Bhato Bhanuriva Prabhata Gagane Yogora Sankirtanai Maya Varati Mingilo Daragatan Udritya Jiva Niman Krishna Prema Sudabdi Gahana Sukam Pradat Prabhung Tang Bhaje Vande Bhakti Vinodangshi Gaura Shakti Swarupakam Bhakti Shastragya Samrajam Radha Rasa Sudha Nidhim Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namane Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanugavarayate Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Vrishabhanusutan Vitavamatanum Yamuna Tatanagaranandasutam Murali Kalagita Vinoraparang Bhajagodrumakanana Kunjavidum Smaragauragadadara Kelikalam Bhavagauragadadara Pakshachara Shrinugauragadadara Charukatang Bhajagodrumakanana Kunjavidum Tavai Vasmi Na Jivami Tvaya Vina Iti Vigyaya Devi Tvam Nayamang Charanantikam Bhaktya Vihina Aparada Lakshai Kshiptascha Kamadhitaranga Madhye Kripa Mai Tvam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Charanarvindam Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Dandavat Pranams, dear devotees, Mri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Sarveshwari Mataji, Rukmini Didi, Anadi Krishna Prabhu, Champak Mataji, and let's see on YouTube and Facebook. I see Rohini Nandan Prabhu is there, and a few other devotees. If you write a comment, I'll see who you are. I'm guessing Raseshwari Mataji and Indira Mataji are there. And pranams to all the devotees watching in the future, like Shachi Devi, Jayadev Prabhu, Krishna Vallabha Didi, Ananda Pradayani Didi, Vrinda Didi, Anuradha Mataji, Madan Gopal Prabhu, and Krishna Mai Didi, and everybody else. Dandavat pranams. So this is now our, yesterday I thought would be our last session, but then we only got through Vigapti, so from Kalyana Kalpataru. So now we're going to be going through the songs after Vigyapti and Kalyana Kalpataru. This is called Uccvāsa-kīrtana, and it begins with Nam Kirtan, then Rup Kirtan, Gun Kirtan, and then Lila Kirtan, and finally Ras Kirtan. We'll go through these very quickly, just the translation pretty much, and yeah. But there's some exciting news. Last night, when yesterday evening, I got a call, and the Gaudiya Giti Gucha arrived at Surabhi Kunj, and so here. I'm not going to show them to you in detail because I still need to offer them. We're going to offer them in Gurudev's Samadhi this morning. But yeah, those are the songbooks I'm going to offer. We'll offer one to Srila Gurudev, and then one to Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj, and one to Srila Bhakti Prigan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Param Gurudev, at Devananda Gauriya Math. And then in the evening time, I'll offer to Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada at his Samadhi. And then tomorrow we will offer that. Tomorrow's the first day of our retreat, so the songbooks came just in time, and we will offer the songbooks with all the devotees there, like on the first, in the opening program. So yeah, it's super exciting. But yeah, again, like yesterday, I'm just like all this retreat stuff going on right now. Like that's why I started late today. But yeah, today's gonna be a busy day, today and tomorrow. But I didn't want to. I didn't want to stop our programs without having gone through all of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's songs. So that's why I'm doing this thing now. We'll have gone through pretty much. I mean, at least a summary of all of his songs. This is, I mean, all of the songs that we were really focusing on. Because as I said, there is still Karpanya Panjika, which is a very, very long song, and then Rupanuga Bhajan Darpan, which is a summary of Ujjvala Nilamani and Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And what else is there? Oh, and then there's the Shoka Shatana, which are the 13 songs about the passing of, the Leela of Srivas Thakur's son, leaving his body, and that whole beautiful pastime. But we aren't really focusing on those three, but everything else, that's what we're going through in this workshop. I mean, no, this isn't a workshop, sorry. My mind is thinking about a bunch of things at once all of a sudden. Okay, so let me open up. Let's just look at this song, Krishna Nam Dhare Kotobal, really quickly. I just prepared this yesterday at the printers. So we already went through this song, but I really love in this song how it goes. Okay, so I'm not going to go through the whole song, but let's just look at the last couple verses. Premer Kalika Nam Arbhuta Raser Dham. Krishna's name is both the bud of pure love. So at the very beginning of our sadhana process, it's just the bud, like before it starts to open, it's just the bud, like the beginning, right? Like Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishtaruchi. This is like the bud, I think, of prem before it fully blossoms. And then, but it also is the complete abode of astonishing ras. Arbhuta Raser Dham. All rasas, all the relationships, and all Krishna is the embodiment of all ras, and Nam is not different from Krishna. So it is the embodiment of all ras. And it has such a power, and it displays such prowess, it says here. Bala Koroye Prakash. Heno means such Bal Koroye Prakash. It manifests such strength and prowess, that Ishati Vikashi Puna. Just as soon as that Premer Kalika, that bud of Prem, which is the name, as soon as this name just starts to open up a little bit, Ishat Vikashi Puna. Again, when it starts to open up just a little bit, then Dekai, that Nam Dekai, it shows, it reveals Nija, its own Rup, the name reveals its own form and its own qualities. So Krishna reveals, so first, this whole beginning part is the effects that happen just from the name, right? Like my soul, oh God, this song's so beautiful. But anyways, it's such a dramatic song. It's first all these ashtasattvic bhavs happen, and my whole body is thus racked by ecstatic emotion, by bhav. While wreaking such havoc, Krishna's name pours forth torrents of nectar upon my soul, drowning me in an ocean of pure love. He has not allowed me to make sense of anything. Kichuna bhujite dilo. He hasn't made me, what's going on? He's not allowing me to even make sense of what's going on. He's made me a madman and stolen my heart and wealth. Such is the behavior of the person I've taken shelter of. I cannot articulate it all. I can't describe it. Krishna's name does as he pleases. Whatever pleases him is all the happiness, and whatever pleases him is all the happiness I require. And then we come here. Krishna's name is both the bud of pure love and the abode of astonishing ras. But now, Sri Nam displays such prowess that as he again manifests only slightly, now he exhibits his form and qualities. Dekai Nija Rupa Guna. And then he steals my heart away, taking it to Krishna. So at this point, he is fully, now once Nam reveals its roop, once Krishna's form is revealed and Krishna's qualities, then finally my heart is stolen away. There's no bringing my heart back. And it takes my heart directly to Krishna. And this is like my speculation, but I think here he's talking about like at the stage of bhav when you get spurtis of Krishna, right? You all of a sudden have a vision and you see Krishna directly, and then his qualities like that. But they're momentary visions like that, spurtis. But then when Krishna's name blossoms fully in my heart, so purna vikashita hoya. At that point, vraje more jai loya dekai more swarupa vilas. Then the name takes me to Vraj to show me his own transcendental pastimes. So first is Nam, then when Nam opens up a little bit more, then we get the Rup, the beautiful form of Krishna, and when it opens up more, the Gun, the qualities, and then finally once it's fully opened up, then we see Krishna's, this Nam takes me to Braj and shows me Krishna's transcendental pastimes. And granting me a spiritually perfect body, a Siddha Deha. He takes me at Krishna's side and destroys this material body. So More Siddha Deha Diya, having given me my Siddha Deha, Krishna Pashe Rakigi. Now it's not just like momentary visions, but now is actually keeping me permanently there. Rakigiya, Krishna Pashe, next to Krishna. And E Deher Kore Sarvanash. And then this material body is fully destroyed. No more material body at all. This is moving from Sarup Siddhi now to Vastu Siddhi. Vastu Siddhi is when I take birth in Boma Vrindavan and from the womb of a gopi, and no more material body at all. So Krishna's name is a touchstone. This is all possible because Krishna's name is a touchstone. It gives us everything. And it's the mind of all ras. It is eternally free and full of pure ras. And this last line I think is really important because Namer balai jato shabe loe hoya hato. All this will happen automatically. The name is so powerful that all this will happen automatically. But the thing that is blocking this, all these things in this song from happening, is our aparad. Otherwise, if we had no aparad, all this would happen. If we hear the nam from a pure devotee, like we have that nam, then everything happens automatically. But we have these aparads, which is blocking the nam from actually reaching our heart and making this happen. So, but by the power of the name, by taking shelter of the name, then namer balai jata, all these things that is impeding the name from reaching me, all this balai, and in the Gaudiya Giti Gucha, Bengali Gaudiya Giti Gucha, it says that balai means it also refers to the 10 offenses to the holy name. But the name itself, Sab Loe Hoy Hata, the name itself will remove all these 10 offenses. If we really chant sincerely and we don't commit all these 10 aparads, we don't offend the Vaishnavas, then the name itself will remove all these 10 offenses. And then Tabe Mor Sukher Udoy. And that is when my mor means my sukher, my happiness udoy. That will be when that is when my joy arises. Right? Because then the name will have the effect and then all these things will happen. So that's when I'll actually become happy. Like my real happiness. So we see this is the sequence though. Right? First there's the name touches us, then the rup, then the gun, and then the lila. And this all happens through the name. And so now Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in the last part of Kalyana Kalpataru, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur goes through the same sequence. First beginning with nam, and then the rup, gun, and then finally lila, and then finally ras. So we are going very quickly through these songs. Where is it? Oh, shoot, it might be important actually. I'm gonna mute my mic and I'm just gonna take this call really quick. Yay! I just got something I had to arrange was tables for the event, but now I just got Sukanta who's going to arrange it for me. All right. What am I doing? All right, so let's move over to Kalyana Kalpataru. And we had to order 70 chairs. So we're gonna have like 70 chairs. I don't know what to do with. We tried to rent them, but they didn't have chairs with armrests, and so now we're just gonna have 70 chairs. If anybody needs chairs, we'll have plenty to give around after the retreat. Okay, so what am I looking for? Uccvāsa-kīrtana, there it is. Alright, so first is Kali Kukur Kadana Jadi Chao He. This is the first Nam Kirtan in the last section of Kalyana Kalpataru Uccvāsa. Uccvāsa means overflowing emotion, overflowing or outburst. In the sequence we discussed yesterday, the sequence of Kalyana Kalpataru, this wish-fulfilling tree of auspiciousness of our ultimate welfare, our kalyan. So this wish-fulfilling tree, first comes upadesh, instructions, and then when we follow those instructions, then there's upalabdhi. We start to get some realization. And then once we get this realization, then there's uccvāsa. There's this outburst of emotion. And this is that section. And that outburst of emotion section first begins with prayers filled with humility, and then prayers full of longing, and then these entreaties which we went through yesterday, and now Uccvāsa-kīrtana. Now Nam, Rup, Gun, Lila, and Ras. So first Nam. Kali Kukur Kadana Jadi Chao He. If you wish to vanquish the dog-like personality of Kali, then sing the name of Shri Shachinandana, the savior of the age of Kali, who nullifies all fear of Kali. And so these are all names of Mahaprabhu. If anybody wants to name their kid anything, you can look at these names also. You could name your child Gadadhar Madan. That'd be kind of fun. That would be a nice name. Or Nadia Shashadara. Nama Pravartana. Anyways, okay. So, Gaur is the exhilaration of Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Madan. And he is the treasure of the life of Nityananda Prabhu, Nitayar Pranadhana. And he is Advaiter Prapujita, Gora. That Gora is the worshipful object of Advaita Acharya. Nimai Vishvambar. He is known as Nimai. That's the name. I think Chaitanya Charitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavad explain it a little bit differently. Like, I think one says that the ladies gave him the name, and I think one says that Sita Thakurani, Advaita Acharya's wife, gave him the name Nimai, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And then Vishvambar, that was the name that was his official name given at birth, and then Nimai was, I guess, would Nimai be called would that be the Dakanam? Like everyone in Bengal has a Dakanam, like the name that they're called, and then they have like the name that their official name that they're given at birth, but everybody calls them by their Dakanam. Then Srinivas Ishwar, he is the Lord of Srinivas Pandit, Srivas Thakur. And Bhakta Samuha Chitta Chora. He is the stealer of the hearts of all the devotees. And Nadia Shashadhara. He is the moon, the Shashadhara of Nadia. And he is the Lord of Mayapur, Mayapur Ishwar. And he is the divine progenitor of the holy name, Nama Pravartana Sura. For Grihastas, he is the instructor, Grihi Jana Shikshak. And then for the renunciates, he is their hero, Nasikula Nayak. And he is Madhav, but in the bhav of Shri Radha. Madhava Radha Bhava Pura. Such a beautiful line, huh? Madhav Radha Bhava Pura. Then Sarva Bhoma Shodhan. He is the purifier of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Gajapati Taran. He is the savior of King Prataparudra and Ramananda Poshanavira. He is the nurturer of Ramananda Rai, and he is Veer. He is a great hero, great, powerful, like that. I don't know how you translate Veer. Then Rupananda Vardhan. He increases, Vardhan means he is the increaser of Rupa Goswami's Ananda, Rupa Goswami's bliss. And he is the Palan, he is the maintainer of Srila Sanatana Goswami. And Haridasa Modhan, and he is the delight of Haridas, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur. And he's very dear, very grave and sober. Vrajarasa Bhavana, he's immersed in Vrajaras. And Dushta Mata Shatana, he's the destroyer of wicked materialistic philosophies, especially like we know in the pastime of delivering all the sannyasis in Kashi, Prakashananda Saraswati, and all the sannyasis, right? And many other examples, also the Tattvavadis, and so many pastimes of Mahaprabhu destroying these philosophies. Then he is the purger of hypocrisy from the heart, Kapati Vighatana Kama. And he is Kama, he is the transcendental Cupid, Kamadev. I really like this one though, Kapati Vighatana. He is the purger of hypocrisy from the heart. So even if we feel like we are, like, you know, like we were just, I think, yeah, a couple of days ago we went through this quote by Srila Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj, who says that Guru, what is it? Guru Vaishnav Mahajan are Patita Pavan, but they're not Kapati Pavan. They are deliverers of the fallen, but they aren't deliverers of the duplicitous, or those who are hypocrites, those who pretend to be something that they're not. But even for that, Mahaprabhu is the one who can destroy that hypocrisy from our heart. If we just take shelter of him with sincerity, then he'll destroy even that hypocrisy, and then we'll become candidates for his mercy. So that one gives a lot of hope, actually. Then Shuddha Bhakta Palana. He nourishes the pure devotees. And Shushka Jnana Taran. And he expels, Taran, he like destroys, he smashes away all kinds of dry Jnana. Shushka Jnana. All kinds of dry knowledge. And he demolishes Chala Bhakti. He's Chala Bhakti Dushana. All kinds of pretentious, fake bhakti. And he is Aram. He is the reservoir of all pleasure. Ram. So these are some names of Mahaprabhu. This is included, yeah, and actually many Gaudiya Mats sing this, I think at Mangalarati time, actually. I think so, yeah. I think maybe Chaitanya Saraswat Mat sings this at Mangalarati time, and also Vibhavati Shesha. And that's the next song, Vibhavati Shesha. I forgot to paste that in here, so let's just open that. It's right here. I included it in the Arati section of the songbook. Where is that? Here it is. Here, and we already went through this actually. So maybe I'll just skip that one actually. Yeah, because we already went through it and we don't have so much time. We went through this recently. Okay, we'll go through the first verse. Let's go through a couple verses, just so we've touched on it. So, Vibhavati Shesh, night is over. Alok Pravesh, and the light of dawn is coming. Nidra Charya Utto Jiva, giving up your sleep. Arise, O Jiva. Nidra Charya Utto. Utto means get up. Give up your sleep, O Jiva. And Bolo Hari Hari, and chant the names of Hari Hari, Mukunda Murari, Rama Krishna Hayagriva. And something I really like about this song is all the contrasts. Like, like for example, he is Ravana Antakar. He is the Antakar means the finisher, right? Anta means the end. He's the ender of Ravan. He finishes Ravan. He's the killer of Ravan. But he's also Makana Taskar. He steals butter. It's like all these like really extreme contrasts in this song. It's just so sweet. That killer, the destroyer of Ravan, steals butter from all the homes of the gopis. Um, this is one of my favorite lines here. Gopi Priyajan Radhika Raman. He is the dearmost beloved of the gopis, and he is the Ramana, the lover, the I mentioned this before, but I think Srivas is thinking that the word romance came from Raman. That was just like his speculation. But the romancer of Radhika. But yeah, he's the consort of Srimati Radhika, and his beauty is unsurpassed. Anyways, Srila Gurudev would explain this song, and all pastimes are in this song. Nikunja, and especially the topmost, highest pastimes are also in this song. He is the Chakora bird who subsists on the rays emanating from the moon of Sri Radha's mind, or heart. Always heed my words, O mind, and sing Krishna's glories in the form of these holy names, which are full of ambrosial ras. Okay, so now we move to through these names. Oh, yes.
We're thinking about what you were saying on that, speculating maybe on romance. And
Yeah.
there's a Romance language that comes from Rome, and in Latin is that, and in Spanish too, romance, and like that. So maybe it is originally comes from Roma, because definitely the Romans used to come to India a long time ago, actually. They had
And it
regard
has
for India.
the na in it, Ramana, right? Ramana. So romance. It's like only the
From-
last syllable is like se, but like everything else is pretty much the same. Roman
Yeah,
and Raman, right? And it's like se.
yeah. And today
I
is
mean that
the.
was. Mm.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that was just like that wasn't. Srivas never looked into that. It was just like I wonder if it's like that. It's just like kind of just a guess. It was, but yeah.
Yeah. And today is Valentine's Day. So for Radha Krishna,
Oh,
we gave him a box of chocolates.
try. Nice.
Radha Gopinath have a little Hawaiian chocolates.
Wow. Beautiful. I remember reading something beautiful by Radhanath Maharaj about the origin of Valentine's. It's actually like I forgot he tells all the history of it. It's actually like a really beautiful day for brahmacharis. It's like actually like it's not just all about like sensual love and all that kind of stuff, but it's
Right,
actually
it's not
like
for couples, you're right,
It
yeah.
wasn't.
But Tarini was also read
Yeah.
something on it.
St. Valentine.
yeah.
You talking about?
Yeah, he was in prison and eventually martyred. That he would send love letters, but love of God letters, to the children that were his followers, and put them on heart-shaped notes and throw them over the prison wall.
Oh wow, beautiful. My God, that's intense, but so beautiful also. Wow, thank you. I'll have to look into that more after. That's awesome.
Very
Thank you for
good.
sharing that. Evil. So now the name will reveal this is a sequence, right? The name now by the name comes the beautiful form. This is Gun Kirtan. So this song, oh my God, this song is so beautiful and just ah, let's go through it. Okay, so Janama Safalatar. That person's Janma is Safal, is successful. If Krishna, for that person who Krishna Darshan Jar, Bhagya Hoyache Ekbar, that person who just once, out of great fortune, Bhagya, has had darshan of Sri Krishna, even just once, that person's entire birth is then successful. By seeing Krishna through the Hrid Nayan, that means the opened eyes of the heart. Vikashiya means opened Nayan. So the opened eyes of the heart. Koriya Krishna darshan, by having darshan of Krishna, then at that point, chare jiv chitter vikar. Then the jiva gives up, abandons all disturbances of the mind, all chitter vikar. That point, then he's completely fixed. Gives up all, and there's no more, the material worlds can never disturb him anymore once the jiva has darshan of Krishna's roop from the opened eyes of the heart, which all happens through the name. And then, and now it's going through Vrindavana Keli Chaturvanamali Tribhanga Bhangima Rupa Vankshidhari Aparupa Rasamoy Nidhi Gunashali. That Krishna is he who is adept in amorous pastimes in Vrindavan, and who wears 4 garlands, stands in his threefold bending form as the flute player, a form of unparalleled beauty. He is an ocean of ras, and replete with all good qualities. His bodily complexion is the color of a fresh rain cloud. He wears a great peacock feather on his head, and his forehead is beautifully decorated with marks of sandalwood paste. Wearing yellow garments and smiling sweetly, he maddens the whole world with his beauty. I'm going to just read translations. I'm not going to look at the Bengali anymore because we're out of time pretty much. So I'm just going to go very quickly. And this is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's own vision that he's revealing to us. Like, you know, can you imagine, like, that's such a private thing. After, by the power of the name, then all of a sudden he's getting spurti of Krishna's form, and now he's writing it down so that we can, he's sharing with us that vision that he has. When I see that form of Krishna, whose beauty defeats the dark blue Indranila jewel, the sapphire, when I see him standing under a kadamba tree, my mind becomes unsteady, my feet cannot move, and I forget my material existence. It's interesting here, huh? Like in this song, the song Krishnanam Dhare Kotabol, by the power of the name, when it comes out, stir hoite na pare charan. That time, I can't keep my feet still. At that point, by the power of the name, he can't keep he's just dancing. Like he can't control his feet. They're just dancing automatically. They're forcing him to dance. But now, all of a sudden, he's having darshan of Krishna's form, and now his feet can't move. Na chale charan. Now he's just like stunned, and he's seeing Krishna's form, and he can't even he can't move. And sangsara gelama bhule, and I forget material existence. There's no more material world. What exists in the external world that doesn't exist? He forgot it all. He's so absorbed just looking at Krishna's form. Saki he sudhamoy she rupa madhuri. Oh Saki, his sweet form is full of nectar. Sudhamoy, that beautiful sweet form, the rup madhuri. Dekile nayan hoy achetan. If the eyes behold that form, then hoy achetan, one falls unconscious. And jhare premamoy body, and tears of love. This premamoy is jhare, means it's just streaming, flowing, like a constant stream. Kiba churesh, how wonderful is the peacock crown on his head. Kiba churashire. How wonderful is the flute in his hands. Kiba vangshi kore. And how wonderful is his threefold bending form. Kiba shetri bhangama tham. Charana kamale amiya uchale tahate nupur dam. His lotus feet overflow with nectar and are bound with ankle bells. And with this song, you see the meter keeps on changing. And so I really love that. It gives like the whole feeling of like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, it's so spontaneous and just like, it's just, it's not, I don't know. I just, when you're singing it and like all of a sudden it switches, the way it's also written is so powerful and beautiful. And then this last line here, Sada asha kori. I always desire to take the form of a bee. Bringa rupa dhori. This is my constant desire that I'll take the form of a bee. And then I will obtain a place. Charana kamale stan. Then I will obtain a place at the lotus of his feet, at his lotus feet. If I take the form of a bee, this is my constant hope. Then anayase pai, then there at his lotus feet, anayas, without any effort, pai, I will obtain those feet. And then Krishna guna gai, and then I'll be able to sing Krishna's glories. And ar na bhajibo ano, and I will never worship anyone else. This will be my eternal place in the form of a bee at Krishna's feet, effortlessly being able to sing Krishna's glories all the time, and never worshiping or never giving any attention to anybody or anything else. This will be my constant eternal place. So then the next song is, Bandhu song is not written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Then the next song, and then comes Rup Kirtan. Sorry, I meant to say Gun Kirtan, the wonderful qualities of Krishna. Okay, so let's just read this. Having turned away from Krishna, I have served Maya and become infatuated with the mundane world. Shri Krishna, however, who is filled with compassion, appeared for my sake within this material existence. O friends, moon-like Shri Krishna is an ocean of divine qualities. He distributes his mercy even to offenders, never hesitating to rectify them. Shodite nahe katar. Never hesitates. Having come into this mundane world and served material nature, I have developed the false ego of being the enjoyer. I've developed this purush abhiman, and thus I'm withering away. Shri Krishna, out of compassion, personally descends, and through the sound of his flute, he steals my false ego away. O Saki, with unwavering attention, worship that jewel without cessation. From now on, Bhakti Vinod remains transfixed on the magnificence of Shri Krishna's feet, before which he forever prostrates himself. Sorry. And this song is a very important song. This is a beautiful song that's very commonly sung in the mats. So, Shuno he rasika jan, Krishna guna aganan, ananta kohite nahi pare. Listen, O relishers of ras, the transcendental qualities of Shri Krishna are innumerable. Even Lord Ananta, who has millions of hoods and mouths, cannot describe them all. Krishna is the spiritual master of the entire universe. He is a wish-fulfilling desire tree, and he is the navigator, guiding us across the ocean of material existence. For those whose hearts are ill, Krishna is the doctor. He is the expert at destroying the disease of material existence. By distributing the nectar of prema to all those who are averse to him, he gradually takes them to his own confidential realm. How merciful is that Dr. Shri Krishna, who is everyone whose hearts are ill, he destroys their diseases, the disease of material existence. He is the expert doctor at doing that. And he distributes the nectar of prema to all who are averse to him. Then he gradually takes them to his own confidential realm. Human beings are blinded by their absorption in the bonds of karma and jnana. For them, Shri Krishna is an ocean of mercy. He gives them the honey of his lotus feet, removes that blindness, and makes them servants at his feet. So he's also an eye doctor. He removes our blindness. There's the bhav-rog of the heart. The heart that is afflicted with the bhav-rog, and the eyes that are afflicted with our bondage to karma and jnana and all these things. So yeah, cool. So he gives them the honey of his lotus feet, removes that blindness, and makes them servants at his feet. This verse here is very important. I sang this for the documentary, like the Gurudev documentary that we did, the Gift of Sri Chaitanya. So we sing this. By granting the jewel of independence to those following Vidhimarg, the path of regulated principles, he allows them to enter Raga Marg, the path of spontaneous loving attachment. So, yeah, so it's a progression also. You don't just jump to Rag Marg, but by granting the jewel of independence to those following. I actually don't know about the Swadhinata Ratnadane. Interesting. Anyways, Rag Marge Korano Pravesh. And then, being controlled by such rag, by such attachment, and taking shelter of Parakiya Bhav, paramour love, the jiva attains ecstatic love for Krishna. Our complete avesh also means this complete deep absorption in Krishna Prem, being lost in Krishna Prem. Such devotees are always engaged and drinking from the stream of the nectar of Prem, for Krishna is their friend and master. These residents of Raj, who are abodes of auspiciousness, are the refuge of the poor and fallen, Bhakti Vinod. Wow, such a beautiful way to describe the Vrajavasis. These devotees, they're always engaged in drinking from the stream of the nectar of Prem. All these associates of Radha and Krishna in Vraj. Krishna is their friend and master. So these residents of Vraj, who are abodes of auspiciousness, they are the refuge of the poor and fallen Bhakti Vinod. Now we come to Leela. Nam, Rup, Gun, and now Leela. So this song, Jive Kripa Kori, Goloker Hari, Vraja Bhava Prakashile. Out of compassion for the living entities in this world, Goloka's Shri Hari revealed the moods of Raj. One who is a connoisseur of these moods is eligible to enter Vrindavan, not one with mundane intelligence. Krishna Lila Samudra Apar. The pastimes of Krishna are a shoreless ocean. Know the truth. The pastimes of Vaikuntha can never be compared to them, to these pastimes of Raj. Or it just says Krishna's pastimes. Yeah. All right. Shri Krishna in human form is the mainstay of all ras, especially that of divine amor, of Shringar ras. The sadhak aspiring for Vaikuntha is unable to appreciate the ras of friendship, of sakya, and will never become attracted to the ras of amorous love, madhur. So yeah, those aspiring for Vaikuntha, they'll never be able to appreciate the ras of Sakya ras. They'll see Sriram jumping on Krishna's shoulders and thinking like, what is he doing? That's offensive. He can't touch his feet to Krishna, and what you stuck that in your mouth and now you're sticking it into Krishna's mouth? They'll never be able to. How will they understand Sakya ras? And how will they become attracted to the ras of Madhur ras? So in Vraj, Krishna is the treasure. Krishna is the ever-fresh Cupid, who is overflowing with transcendental ras. His many qualities are perfectly appropriate for his eternal pastimes with the living entities. Krishna's many qualities are perfectly appropriate for his eternal pastimes with the living entities. Jai. So this is like the introduction into Leela, right? And now Yamuna Puline. Yeah, I feel like this song is kind of like an introduction to the next song. Yamuna Puline. This is such a beautiful song. Yamuna Puline Kadamba Kanane Kiheri no Saki Arja. I especially like the last verse of this song. Okay, so, O Saki, what have I seen today? In a Kadamba grove on the banks of the Yamuna, a beautiful blackish flute player, seated upon a jeweled platform, is performing his pastimes as the king of all ras. The amorous pastimes of Sri Krishna are just like a waterfall of nectar. Situated upon the 8 petals of the jeweled throne are Sri Radha and Sri Hari, surrounded by their attendants, the 8 principal Sakis. Okay, so you can imagine, this waterfall of nectar, these amorous pastimes of Sri Krishna. They're just pouring down. And so there is an 8-petaled lotus, 8-petaled, so there's a jeweled throne and there's 8 petals on all sides, and all the Ashtasakis are on each one of these 8 petals surrounding the Sri Radha and Sri Hari. And then by singing sweet songs and dancing gracefully, all the Sakis satisfy their treasured divine couple. Beholding Krishna's pastimes, the beautiful spiritual energy expands the splendor of the Vrindavan forest. Vistariche Shobhavane. Wow, that's a deep line. I don't fully understand it, but it's such a deep line. Beholding Krishna's pastimes, the beautiful spiritual energy expands the splendor of Vrindavan forest, because Yogamaya, right, is always facilitating Krishna's pastimes. And since Krishna's pastimes are always increasing, then this Prakriti, the spiritual energy, is always working to accommodate these ever-expanding pastimes. So it's always, the splendor of Vrindavan is also always expanding. And as we know, Vraj means to move, right? This land of Vraj is always moving. It's never just like, it's, yeah. So I will not, so it gives this beautiful, beholding Krishna's pastimes. This beautiful spiritual energy expands the splendor of the Vrindavan forest. I will not go home. Ghare na jaibo. I will not go home. Vane praveshibo. I will enter the forest. O lila raseratare. For the purpose of relishing the nectar of those pastimes, of that lila ras. Tyaji kula laj. Abandoning any fear of being shamed by fame. Just worship King of Raj. Vinod Minati Kori. Bhakti Vinod makes this humble entreaty. Wow, I will not go home. I will enter the forest for the purpose of relishing the nectar of those pastimes. Wow. Okay, so now we come to the last song. And I just love that. Tyaji Kulalaj, Bhajavaraj. This is also because he's saying Saki here. So this is actually in a Sarup, right? Oh, Saki, give up your fear of what your family will think. Just give it all up. Just, who cares what your family? Just go to the forest. Leave your home. Just worship Vrajaraj. Okay, so now we come to Ras-Kirtan, and this is the end. We'll finish in just a couple minutes. This is how Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ends Kalyana Kalpataru. Hearing the enchanting song of Krishna's flute, seeing a wondrous painting of him, and listening to descriptions of his qualities from the lips of others, her heart became overwhelmed with purvarag and consumed with signs of ecstasy as she hurriedly set off in the company of her Sakis. She ventured into the forest groves for abhisar, for a tryst. She disregarded all prohibitions, neglected household duties, and did not slightly consider religious or irreligious conduct. Wow, this fits in with the previous song, right? Abandon any fear of being shamed by family. Just, right? So, like that, she's... Reaching the Yamuna's banks, she addressed her Sakis, inquiring about the whereabouts of her beloved. Casting aside all fear for her life, she entered the forest, guided only by the sound of his flute. Just as a swift river rushes toward the ocean with great force, so too did that chaste lady, brimming with ras, race to the forest bower, into the presence of Sri Krishna. She resolved to offer herself to him completely. Why is my feeble pen unable to move further? As I begin to describe this abhisar, my heart trembles. I find myself incapable of continuing to disclose the union, the enjoyment, the emotions of separation, or any other such transcendental state. The unfortunate do not understand the essence of Ras Leela, just as a pig cannot comprehend the value of a pearl necklace. Considering the ultimate benefit for those devoid of qualification, I conclude this kirtan, considering the time not appropriate. The end. I love how he ends Kalyana Kalpataru this. Considering the ultimate benefit for those devoid of qualification, I conclude this kirtan, considering the time not appropriate. The end of Kalyana Kalpataru. Okay. Wow. So that is the end of our Bhakti Vinod Kiti Dhara program. Ending on those words by Srila Bhakti Vinod. So let's do a quick Mahamantra, and that's our program for today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai, Shri Shri Gaur Gadadhar Ju Ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Madhav Ju Ki Jai, Jai Shri Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Shri Param Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai, Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga, Jai Shri Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai, Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai, Swapasha Ji Gaur Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopigan Ki Jai, Shri Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur's Kalyana Kalpataru Ki Jai, Jai, all the kirtans of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai, all the writings of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai, Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Shinitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Gaur. Vrindai Tulsi Devai, Priyai Keshavashacha, Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi, Satyavatai Namo Namaha, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat Pranams, Bhavatarani Mataji, Nri Hari Prabhu, Sarveshwari Mataji, Rukmini Didi, Anadi Krishna Prabhu, Champak Mataji, and all the devotees watching on YouTube and Facebook. I see Rohini Nandan Prabhu, Raj Kishori Didi, Neela Didi, Shash Sharma Ji, Indira Mataji, Raseshwari Mataji, and everybody else who's watching there. Also pranams to all devotees watching in the future, like Shachi Devi Jayade Prabhu, Krishna Vallabha Didi, Ananda Pradayani Didi, Anuradha Mataji, Vrinda Didi, Krishna Mai Didi, Madan Gopal Prabhu, and everybody else. Dandavat pranams. Thank you so much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you all probably the day before Gaur Purnima. I'll probably start doing my daily programs again. And thank you, Rukmini Didi. Thanks.
I agree.
Oh, Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Wanted to
Haribol.
We wanted to thank you. I don't know, the internet's a little funny, but we want to thank you very much for all this wonderful program and blessings and this new one and all success in
Yes.
your program coming out these 5 days of.
We wanted
That
to
means
show
so much
you.
to me. Thank you so much. I need your blessings. I'm so nervous about it, actually. Oh, Jai Ho.
Oh,
Wait, can we
This
hold that up
is
a little bit higher? Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki
These are
Jai.
from the devotees in Russia, made out of coins received on book distribution for Prabhupada's books. Each Prabhupada
Wow.
disciple was sent one with a little holder that for them to sit on, like with pictures of different activities. And behind Srila Prabhupada is the piece of the jackfruit tree he was born under.
Wow. Amazing.
I'm sure your
I love
parents
that
received
idea.
it.
Also, all the coins, all the devotees. I love that idea. Like all the devotees who gave that offering, those little coins. And then, wow,
Yes.
that's amazing. Beautiful.
Isn't it amazing? Yes. So yeah, again, blessings and success.
Jai.
Thank you so much.
And
And
looking
pranams to
for you.
Rukmini Didi. She's leaving right now because she
Uh,
has to go for a program. But
oh,
thank you so
pranams
much.
to her. Hare
Jai. Hare Krishna.
Haribo.
Hare
Krishna.
Thank you so much, Hari Prabhu and Bhavatarani Maji. Really, that
Oh,
took
you're
me.
very
Hare
welcome.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
And Sarveshwari Mataji, you're about to say something?
Yes, when is Ishwarya Puri disappearance? In Melbourne is today. When is in there in my
Oh, maybe it is today, and maybe I forgot to put it on the calendar. It's possible. I have to look on purebhakti.com then. Yikes. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I'll have to check that out right after. If it is Ishwar Puripad's disappearance day today, then, or is it appearance or disappearance? What did he say? You're muted.
disappearance is in Melbourne? I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so in case it is his disappearance day today here, Jai Shri Ishwar Puripad Ki Jai Tadiyo Shri Tirubhav Titi Ki Jai. Jai Ho, Jai Ishwar Puripad Ki Jai. Thank you, thank you. That's important. We should never, it's an offense if we miss these personalities on a day, so thank you.
That's what I was saying. Happy
Oh, and I
Gopur,
see Hari Mohini Didi Dandavat pronouns. Sorry, what were you saying?
Happy Gopurnima.
Yes, happy Gaur Purnima Festival. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that Gaur Purnima Festival and then going through all these songs of Srila Bhaktivinoda Tagore one by one every single day. It's going to be a blissful summer. We can just go through all these kirtans and slowly and nicely. And I also want to do this Bhaktivinoda Tagore retreat that we're doing. This Bhaktivinoda Giti Dhara workshop that I'm going to be doing at the retreat. I want to do it sometime after Gaur Purnima. Maybe, I'm not sure, maybe it'd be better when I'm settled in Radhakund. Then we can do it, and it will be very engaging. Like it won't just be like me speaking and you listening, but it'll be very like that workshop. So, all right, Dandavat Pranams, everybody. Thank you so much, and especially Bhavatarani Mataji and Nuri Hari Prabhu. Dandavat Pranams, and everybody here, Sarveshwari Mataji and everybody. Dandavat Pranams. Thank you so much, and also maybe during the retreat, I'll be able to show you the songbook. I have to see, 7 a.m. I think that time might be free, and then maybe I can come online and I can show you the printed book after we offer it to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. I'll let you know in our Bhaktivinoda Giti Thara WhatsApp group.